Let's try this again. My internet's froze, so I had to go through the hotel internet. So, hi everyone. Let's see who's going to be here. I know that it's been a long time. So let's see who is going to be here. So many things that change. I cannot believe that it's been like 6-7 months since. I think that it could be a little bit more, but it's been like 6-7 months since my being fully in some kind of way with you guys. So let's see. Definitely a lot of changes, transformation, growth, experiences. So let's see who is going to be here. I can try to do it later, but I have to fly today. So let's see. I know that I didn't say it early or with time for you guys to be here. So let me see if I can share it. All right. Let's see. Hi, everybody. Hi. Why it's not letting me? Let's see. Hi. Can I give some time to see if I can see some of you here? A little bit nervous. It's been a long time since we talked. So let's see if I can share this because it's not allowing me. Oh my God, Leah, how are you, sweetie? Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you here. Happy New Year for you too. A little bit. I'm a little bit sick, but that's what happened when you have to go through different weathers, I would say. Like, oh my God. So, how it's been? I saw a photo of you. You look so beautiful, girl. So, can you hear me? I don't know. Tell me. What is going on with you, girl? Without going too personal, right? Because we have to talk, but I tried to share it, but it didn't let me. So tell me, how it's been for you? I know that a lot is happening. Oh my God, Janet. Thank you. I think that I look a little bit older. You know, I feel like I look like a old woman, like a wisdom, like, yeah, right. So how it's been for you? So how is, like, what is out there? Like, how you've been feeling? How these 24 days of 2023 is been for you guys? Like, right? It's been like crazy. I think that the last 2-3 months of 2023 were, I would say, like, they were really challenging. I don't like to say difficult, because difficulty, that means that it represents something that is really, like, it's not just challenge. Difficult for me, I'm trying to find the right words for it, but difficult for me would be something like it create that resistance, something that is making some resistance that is difficult for you to overcome. When it is a challenging, that means that, yeah, it's more like for you to really think through it. And when it's something that is challenged, definitely you're gonna grow. When it's something that is challenged, it's something that is going to push your limits to a point that you overcome things, right? You feel even empowered, like, this is challenging, like, but I'm gonna make it happen. difficulty make us feel like with not having a lot of options or not having a lot of possibilities. It's just difficult, and we have to go through. It make us feel like that. It make us feel like it's difficult, right? And it's even like that. It's just difficult. But when you have that challenging, and you feel it like it's just challenge, it make you feel like that. So that's how I see it. That's how I feel like the last maybe 2-3 months of 2022, they were like that. And even that 2023 is going to be a really good year, or at the beginning of good things for a lot of us in manifestation kind of speaking. The last is going to be really more challenge, and I feel that maybe in some point 2023 is going to be difficult, not just challenging. But let's see how things go. And sorry, girls, asthma attacked me. So, hi, Bill Mari. Lots of hug for you. Like in that. See, this is, but like this kind of create the thing. It had been, sorry, girls. It has been challenging, I would say, at least for me, that I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, but I would love for expansion and growth. I would say, like, I wish the best. Because when you hope is something more personal, right? But I will say that. I want and I wish for every person, for all of my tribe, to not just have the best, to find their passion, to always find their inspiration. So no matter how challenging things can be, they can always stay motivated to keep going, if that makes sense. Definitely we have to talk, because I want to know what is your comfort zone, because you have a couple, I think that everybody have a comfort zone, but I know that you have a couple of them. So I suppose that maybe makeup, maybe doing readings, things like that, girl. And oh my God, Mary, it's been so long since the last time. So, yes, and being a flight attendant, even that it was something that I needed it for me, because I needed to feel some kind of growing. I love doing this, you know me, guys. And in 6 months, Facebook changed, Instagram changed, TikTok changed. I have to get back on track and know what is going on. But I needed it to challenge myself. I needed to feel that I was growing. That, yes, I have a calling, and flight attendant, it was part of the calling, or something that I needed to do, that I still need to do, but in the company that I am right now is not helping me to get through. But basically it was for me. It was something that I always wanted to, as a person, and I needed to grow, that I needed to find myself, to push myself in a more individual kind of way, to see what it is like I need to keep moving forward, right? For so long, for years, I've been working from home, doing readings, and always been surrounded by people that is in the same space as me. So I needed it to get out and see what it is like, what the world needed from me as a spiritual person, as a person, right? And being a flight attendant, I can tell you that it's a lot of challenges, it's a lot of things that you can really see from a lot of perspective. I would say, like, it made me go out of my comfort zone as well. It really pushed me to the limits. I realized the things that I needed to keep growing as an individual. I always say it, girls, I'm not different from you. My path is ahead of yours, but I'm not different. I'm still a human. I'm still a spirit going through this path, right? Hi, Sky. Hola. So, being a flight attendant let me know my own flaws, my own strength, and how I can really help each one of you living in a world that, being who we are, in the meaning of being aware, I don't like to use a lot of the awake word. Um, hey, Sky, are you Ana? ¿Eres Ana? Um, so, because being awake, that means that we were sleeping or um, we were like, in some kind of way, we are kind of like awakening to something that is always been there. But I feel that it's not that we've been sleeping, we were forgetting or not forgetting. Hands, okay. It's just like I have a friend that she is from Panama, so I thought that it was her. So thank you for being here, Hans. So nice to meet you. So I would say like being awake, that means that you just wake up from something, right? You just kind of like you were sleeping and you just wake up and you keep moving forward your life. When we wake up, when we are sleeping and we wake up, we don't go and learn new things and we are a new person. We just continue our days like it's a normal day. So we are not being awakened. Yes, it's a word that people is being using. We are being aware of who we are. We are kind of realizing who we are now. I feel that in some kind of way, we always being a spirit. That's something that it never changed. It's not something that now with all of this new era or all of this new trend, because it's like this is a trend now. Out of all of those things, like we just like, I'm a spirit now. No, we always being a spirit. It's just like in some point in our life, we just become aware. We start understanding. So we start getting a better comprehension of who we are. And that's the process. So we start going through the awakening process. I don't know if that's something that is being said correctly, but the awakening process, that's different because you are going to processes that I start awakening, start kind of calling. I would say like it's a calling process, right? When you start kind of like letting part of your soul to start showing, you start kind of like using a little bit more. You go through the first awakening or the first calling about your opening your eyes about what it is, the reality, what it is to be a soul, like who you really are as a spirit, understanding all of those processes. Then you have the second calling, the second awakening. That is when your soul starts kind of getting out. Your mind, like the first one is the mind, the second one is the soul. So it's more about understanding, feeling like, hi, Jocelyn, sweetie. So that's the way that it is. So for me, I would say like calling instead of awakening, because you are having a call, you are going through a process, right? And through those processes, then we have a lot of other ones. Well, today, no, I'm not doing readings a long time. It's been a long time since I don't doing readings. I'm just passing through, but I'm going to start kind of like showing here and there. If a loved one came in, then I say it. But right now, it's just talking, connecting with my love of people. So, how, Janet? What you mean with who everybody else is? So, what do you mean with that, girl? I know that I was speaking so many things, so let's see if I can do this in here. Give me just 1 second, girls. Hi, Nancy. How are you, sweetie? It's been so long, sweetie. I'm trying to see if I can go here and do something. So, also who everyone else is. What do you mean with that, Janet? I don't know why this is not letting me do something that I want to do. So so I'm just waiting. But yeah, so I feel that that's how it is. So um, being aware, I just lost the, but I was trying to block someone. I will, I will say, okay, Janet. Well, you don't really know someone until they make choices that conflict with your own. I would say like we always going to, because that will be the same for us. See, because when you say it, no one then, if you put it in yourself, then you will say like no one know you really until you make a choice that conflict with mine. And I would say like that's a little bit of like harsh maybe, or something that is maybe not completely true, because I still can know you, or I cannot know you even that you don't make that kind of decision. We can be all of our life really good, your decisions never conflict with mine, or my decision never conflict with you, but that doesn't mean that I know you. See? So we, even us in this body, I will never really know all of the capacities of myself as a soul, as a who I am in my full, because here in this body I cannot be the 100% that my soul is, if that makes sense. So that would be not fair for us to say it. I would say like we need to understand that every soul, every spirit in here is who they are. And we are here for a reason. Each one of us, no matter who they are, no matter how good or bad, I don't like that, but good or bad they can be, they have their own mission, they have their own. And we're supposed to conflict. I need to make decisions that conflict with you, and you need to make decisions that conflict with me, because that's how we're going to push each other. That's how we're going to test how much we really love from the real reason of loving, if that makes sense. So expecting that, we should not have expectations. We can anticipate, but we cannot have expectations. Having expectation of people that they're always going to be good, or they're for us, or we are going to know someone if they don't conflict with us, or they don't make decisions that make us feel conflicted, it's not fair. Then how we are going to grow? If every person can be as like a imitation or look alike, how we are going to grow? How we are going to really know that we are who we are and know our own strength? So it's not easy, because we live in a society, we live in a conditioned mind, or we being programmed in a way that we need to be in certain kind of way, or people need to be. Now we have toxic. I really don't like that word. We have toxic, we have narcissists, we have all of these concepts out of their own field, right? Now we talk about toxicity or toxicity. Like we are not. We are talking about, yeah, this person is toxic, but what about me? So I cannot be talking about those kind of things. And besides, when we talk about toxic, it's something that is basically deadly to you. So every time that people use that word for relationship, they're kind of like saying it like it's something that we cannot work to heal. When something is toxic, it's toxic. It's nothing else. So we need to stop using words to describe things that are not the way that it should be. Like narcissism, that is something like you need to really be a psychologist to be able to say something about that, like to say that someone is narcissist. And even if you want to use that, you will see that all of us, in some kind of way, in some point, we are, because that's how we grow. That we're gonna have people that they don't want to get out of that place, yes, but again, if I say that you are a narcissist just because you are acting in a certain kind of way, then I'm judging you. Facts are facts. I can't then tell you you are stubborn. I can say certain things to describe you. But just saying that you are a narcissist because you are choosing yourself and it's conflicting with me because I want this and that would be not fair. I think that we need to start kind of like being more aware and more thinking about our life and then like be more in a huge big picture of it. It's like saying trauma. I know that people go through difficult times in their life, but saying trauma is something that happens to the body. And when you have a trauma, you never heal. Broken bones, that's a trauma. Having cancer, that's a trauma to the body. And no one heals 100% from cancer. They heal, but they are in some kind of reminiscence. So that means that they can have again, like they are in that kind of preposition to have that again in another part of the body or in the same part. The blood, the bone is the same. So when we talk about trauma, we are saying that this be here, but I'm never going to heal from it. I will never get back in the way that is going to function. And I feel that every person go through life, through situations that they can be healed. You can go from it. Yes, you're not going to be the same. You're going to be better. But when you have a trauma, that means that this is not going to be better. It's just not going to work in the same way. So that's the way that I see. We need to be careful in the way that we are using a lot of words. It's been out there. We've been bombarded with a lot of things. So, and I've been seeing it as a flight attendant. Being out there, I see a lot of things, and it's difficult. It's really difficult. I would say like living in a crash pad kind of showed me that stay in your root, stay centered without judging, it's difficult. I would say it like that. It's difficult. It's not even challenging. It's difficult. But that doesn't mean that when you get back to your own self and you get back to your belief, to understanding and remembering who you are, you cannot surpass that. You can overcome. But it's not just challenging, it's really difficult. And I was able to experience that. I'm not perfect. In some point I was going through those kind of things. So I learned it, and I hope that I can give that. So that's why I want to see that. That's one of the reasons that I went to leave something for me. I first time here from New Zealand. Hi, Cole. I'm not doing readings. It's been a long time since I'm not here, and I'm just connecting with my people, talking and things like that. Also, if the mind too. Yes, I would say. Sorry. It's been really, really a lot of things that I've been noticing. But how people is been using words, how a lot of the spiritual people. Hi, Crystal. How are you, sweetie? How a lot of the people that are in this field, you don't know how many people have been knowing and meeting that they are spiritual. They are, they believe in manifestation and attraction. They believe in, I'm doing the good. I'm doing my meditation, and it's just a shortcut. It's just because it is trendy. Because now everybody is talking about vibes and manifesting and attracting. And I was like, oh my God, this needs to, like, in some part of me, I was just wanting to hug them and say like, girl, boy, slow down. It's a lot that you need to learn first. This is not something that you just go to make yourself feel good about you. This is a work, this is a commitment, this is a decision that you need to make, that you're going to be improving yourself the best. People talking about self-love. Things that I knew, because when you have TikTok, you see a lot of things. But experience it firsthand, it really helped me to understand how much love this word needs, this world needs. Um, because we talk about self-love like it's something that is a demanding thing. We talk about loving yourself like that's the only thing that we need to do. And there's so many things, I don't know how to start, but definitely I have to come back and start talking a lot about the things that I've been learning and seeing. Janet, you said that you try to love no matter what, and that's wrong too. No, I would say that it's not wrong, it's incorrect. Good and bad and good and evil, right and wrong, those are concepts that the human, the ego create. Things are correct and incorrect. If you really want to live your life in a way that you are not judging everything, not just people, even everything, right? And you just try to live by the universal laws that people talk about, the law of vibration, law of attraction, but they don't talk about other laws that we have, cause and effect, and etc. There are 7 of them and then like it's 7 important. All of them are important, but the big ones are 7, and then you have 5 more. Like in total, it will be 12. But you cannot love no matter what, in the meaning like I'm just going to love you no matter what, because that means that you're gonna allow certain things that are not going to resonate with you. You're gonna allow people to just use love as an excuse to avoid or allow certain things, and in the same way with you, with yourself, and with others, right? You would be love. I would say like you just need to focus in being love. But love will be like sometimes you will need to say no. Love, that means that if I had to sit down with you and tell you certain things that you don't like, we love. Not to offend you, not in a way that is going to be disrespectful, but in a way that I'm letting you know that because love is the reason that I'm doing this. I don't have to love you, right? In the meaning like how people see love. I love you, but not how people see it, right? I just love you because I'm love. My energy, the way that I vibrate is through love. So because I making the decision to always be my normal sense of energy that is love, that would mean that I love you. I will love every person, right? But that doesn't mean that I love you. It's just like I love. I will try to be that person. I will be trying to be that soul that is about acting, and all of the actions about acting in a love kind of way. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to push myself or push others to be the best that they can. Because again, saying that I love everybody, like I love them, like I love every person in the world, that would be a lie, because I don't know them. And to love someone specifically through myself, that means that I need to know that person. But in my sense of being a lovely soul, someone that it is, and I say lovely in the meaning that I live through love, through my own energy, that means that I have love to share, not to give, to share with everybody. But in your, is it still in your circle? Janet. You don't love them no matter what. You love yourself no matter what. You choose yourself no matter what. Because it should not be something about matters. It's just supposed to be as it is. You just love yourself enough to, and you just choose the kind of love. We always talk about unconditional love, but we have unconditional love, but we have so many other type of love, right? I don't know if I have a name for it, but I would say like when you love no matter what, that means that you're going to be, you are willing to allow things for them to do to themselves, and to you and to others without any kind of precautions or consequences. Conditional love is not about allowing people to act without consequences. Even that means that I still love you because you are my mom, my friend, my sister, my brother, whatever. But I'm choosing that in the love that I believe in the love that I am, to cut boundaries. I'm not even talking about toxicity or narcissism, because I'm not. I cannot judge your path. I cannot. It's just like in the kind of love that I believe, in the kind of love that I am, or in the love that I am all of the time, the energy that I exist, in the energy that I was created, in that love of, in that kind of energy, because we have other aspects in our energy. I'm just making the decision of cutting or letting you out because our path finished, our path or whatever it is that we've been. See, I'm not saying I'm loving you no matter what. I'm just saying I love myself. Because I love it. Like it's difficult to put in words because really Spanish, English, whatever language you want to put it, it's a lot of confusing things. But I still, in my sense of being, in that sense of love, I understand that our path right now are not the same. That each one of us fulfill or part of our contract in this life. You have your choices, or you have your moments, or the person have their no moments to fulfill certain things or to even grow, because both of you put yourself together. Every person that is close to us, not every single person that you meet, but the ones that are really important, the one that does those relationships that are significant, all of them have a contract. We decided, we make this to grow together. But it's the person, it's the soul decisions, right? It's their choices. So but it's yours too, because we always tend to look them, but we don't do it to ourselves. So in my point of view, maybe I didn't make the choices that they were needed. You didn't do it yours either in the way that I think and I believe. So I prefer to cut it here. Maybe our path came back together. Maybe they don't. But in that way, I don't get that frustration. Pain, hurting, yeah, that will be there for sure. But I don't get that. I'm not gonna suffer that. I will go through that, but I'm not going to suffer. By example, I was applying for another airline, and I knew that was going to be mine. But at the end, I decided that because of the kind of energy that I was, I started kind of like sabotaging myself, and I didn't get it. But I understand. But it will be easier for me to say like, oh my God, you promised me what I'm doing. No, I understand. I went through myself. We need to stop looking into relationship like it's one way or another. In a relationship, I always say it's about two. One person is going to have the most reasons or the biggest contribution to maybe that relationship not be working, but that doesn't mean that you are not. If you were too good, if you were too nice, if you were too gentle, too kind, that's your fault, not the other person. You are responsible of you. I'm responsible of me, my action, my decisions. That maybe my decisions were coming from I would say like maybe they were coming through a good intention, maybe, yeah. But that doesn't, even that you did it with all of the love for the world, that doesn't mean that you don't have You need to be accountable for that, right? I cannot blame no one from the decisions that I make. No one, just myself. That my knowledge, my feelings, my emotions, whichever, make the influence, yeah. That make it understandable. That make it something that I can comprehend. But really, we don't have excuses, even that you don't know. It's just like learn what you can do from it, and things like that. Hi, Melly. Don't worry. Thank you, Janet. I'm just start talking, and I'm just using it to keep talking. It's like because it's something that I've been seeing a lot as a flight attendant. I see a lot of things spiritually speaking too, but as a coach, as a mentor, teacher, whatever you want to call me, it is a lot of misconception. I think that from thousands of years. Hi, Sean. How are you, sweetie? From thousands of years, we've been using words and we've been complicating things, and still now we still being dragged into a way of thinking or feeling, even in the spiritual world, like that is not necessarily completely correct. And again, I say correct and incorrectly because that's no way of my judgment, my system belief can get in what people say ego, right? If I say something is good, something is bad, something is evil, that means that I'm using the way that I believe to describe something. I think that that's good. I think that that's evil. But that doesn't, or bad, that doesn't mean that it's the same for you. If I say that something is positive or negative, positive in the way that I think that things should be, negative in the thing. We have low and high frequencies or low and high energy. And we have correct and incorrect things. Correct things is something that, or you do it in a way, the universal laws are in the way that they are. We should not be interpreting them. We can use example. We should be just applying them because it's not. They don't mean. Law of attraction said that you attract. What you put out there, you attract, right? So it's not about who you are. It's just like whatever you put out there, you attract. Vibration is telling you like things vibrate. As if we can vibrate together, then it could be a higher, it can be lower. By example, right? So you need that kind of vibration. The vibration goes through intuition, etc., or intentions, etc. But laws, the universal law, that is what they are. We have polarity. People don't talk about that, but we have the law of polarities. That said that we just have two different polarities, feminine and masculine. Nothing else. So don't say nothing about ramifications from it. That's the law of polarities. I think that I'm saying the right name, but it is a law, or a universal law. So if we apply the laws as it is, you would not need to be like putting attention to your thought all the time, putting attention to how you're living, or like making things to work for you. But it's correct or incorrectly. It is what it is, or it's not. It's not gray in between. I cannot manipulate those. I cannot say that it's good or bad depending on whatever situation I'm going through. It's what it is. It's correct, or I'm acting correctly towards whatever the law that I'm trying to apply to my life, or I'm doing it correctly. See, I'm not judging. You are not judging. I'm not trying to put my belief on you, or using my belief as a measurement thing. It is what it is, correct or incorrectly. So when we start doing things like that, it's easier. Life becomes easier. I can respect, right? Not because of my system, my belief system of who I am, my love, etc. It's just because I understand that every person came here with their own set of path. It's just like we live in a society that everything is getting out of hand because we're trying to get that approval. Even in this field, I don't know how many people I've been here that they are just following or falling into validation and acceptance because they don't want to lose followers, or they don't want to lose business, or they don't want to lose certain things. And this should not be like that. I'm in here because I to be the person that the tool, I would say, that the universe, the spirit have to show us. And that doesn't make me better. It's just like I understand my tools in this body better than you, and that's another thing that I try to, so each one of you can have the same access to the same knowledge that I have in your own different way, but it's still, right? Hi, Yuma. So, but if we really start putting attention and start living for what we really believe, finding those things that we believe and things like that, then it's going to be easier. I would say, like, I'm living everything that I've been always dreaming. And again, I'm not saying to brag. It's just like, it is possible. But I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm rich. Like, oh yeah, you do my thing. No, it's not like that either. You will need to, every person will need to define what it is prosperity and abundance for each one of them. Success, greatness. Most of the time we think that greatness is oh my God, he's so successful, so great. He have this greatness because this person have this and that or whatever. And that's okay if that's your definition of it. But my definition of someone that is successful and greatness is a person that they've been able to live no matter what they always wanted in their heart, their desires. To go and be aware of certain things. Someone that is greatness is like the kind of compassion that they have. So that's the kind of drive. We need to make people wanting to thrive in those things, not because political issues or because they want me to be accepted or no. I just need to be accepted by myself. I need just to be validated by myself. But don't use the spiritual world to make it. Again, we are who we are, but don't play with it. It's just like, and that's something that is being out there a lot, and seeing a lot of people in this field that are not pushing themselves to be great, having that greatness, not because great in them, to have that greatness and really help all of these souls that they're getting lost in this conflict. It is sad, but again, I'm not because whatever they're doing it in the way that they're doing it, they're thinking that, again, correctly or incorrectly, and they're not doing the correct thing by the laws, the universal law, that every person that tell you that it's a spiritual, every person that tell you that, I don't say that I'm a spiritual, I'm just saying like, I'm me, right? But if you find people, or you find yourself, before you say that you are going through this route, or you are a spirit, sit down and really think what it is the thing that you believe, what is the thing that make you be here, and go and keep pushing yourself to keep learning. Promise yourself that you're gonna commit. That is self-love. One thing is loving yourself, another thing is self-love, and self-love is not accepting this body and things like that. Self-love is knowing that this soul, this spirit, it is who it is. Understanding that this is something that is being always like that. Yeah, it is good to know your purpose of creation. It is good to know from where you are or why you're coming here. Yeah, all of those things are good, and it's part of love. But self-love is the love that is pouring from you. Is the self-love, is the love that you are kind of creating from the center of your core, like your soul. That's self-love. And for that, for you to practice self-love, it means about the commitment, the decisions, the work that you are doing to keep pushing to learn about yourself, who you are, yourself. No higher self. We are not yourself. What are the things that you are putting out there? Are you accepting that you are not from here? You are accepting that you are from earth? Are you accepting what is it that you need to learn? That is self-love. Understanding that you have qualities in your soul. If you are a Pleiadian, you are a humanitarian. You are someone that love. Your one of your mission is to open mind. If you are I have a spammer in here, so please block him. Don't listen. I'm gonna be blocking him when we finish. So don't write back to this kind of person, please. So when that's self-love. Self-love means you as a soul. Okay, when you are when you love yourself, that means I love this body, but that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna push myself to be better. Self-love is accepting, is embracing this, but at the same time, loving yourself means that you're gonna be pushing yourself, understanding that this body is not a machine, that this body needs some kind of taking care of. That's I can be stubborn because as a soul I am doing meditations. Meditations serve as a tool for this body to love myself enough, but at the same time I'm putting some self-love there too, because through meditation I'm gonna be talking, I'm gonna be accessing the deepest aspect of myself, of my soul. So there are two different concepts. They go together, because when you practice loving yourself, you're going to be doing your self-love. But self-love, it is more than just loving yourself. Self-boundary is the same thing. We have to practice boundaries in this human body, in this with people. But self-boundaries talk about your own self. What kind of boundaries I put into myself, to the self that I need to respect. Self-boundaries, no, I have these self-boundaries so people don't lie to me. My self-boundaries, like, don't lie to myself. And I'm going to practice. As soon as I start practicing those self things with myself, through myself, everything else falls into place. Then everything. And again, we have to put in equilibrium, spirit and the human side, or the ego. And when I say ego, it's just the human body, right? The human experience. We need to put those equilibrium, right? We cannot go through here expecting that we should not, but trying to just be a spirit. Because I'm still in a human body. I'm still going through society. I'm still going through certain things. So I cannot pretend, I will say, that everything is going to be in that way. But and again, I cannot pretend that the human aspect can fix whatever in the spiritual world, or yeah, because I'm meditating in here, then everything in my soul will be fine. Because I'm doing this, I don't know, ayahuasca or healing sessions in the body, automatically everything is going to fix everything that is in the soul. See, we need to equilibrate those things, and always choosing to be a spirit living in this body, yes, but understanding that I'm going to be going out, I'm going to be enjoying my life, I'm going to be really living as a human. It's just like my decisions are going to be based on my as a soul, not as a human. See, I don't know if I'm making sense, but that's how it should be. So be careful with what is out there. Again, I don't have the absolute truth. Um, I trust and I believe in everything that I'm being able to experience, being shown to me, and I just give it to you as I see it. Hi, Tanisha. But sorry, girls. But I will say that be careful, because it's a lot of things that they're just, it looks like they're coming from the deep aspect of the spirit, and it could be. It's just like the ego, the interpretation. There's so many things that we've been learning for so long, and right now they're so incorrect. Again, they're not wrong, they're incorrect. Or certain aspects are incorrect. And it's time for us to break those cycles. Start, like, I don't know how many of you, again, I would say it. Hi, Tani. But I would say, like, a lot of us, we're going, like, healing process, and just still healing, and everything is always a healing. Everything is a work, everything I have. No. When you're going to stop? Like, when is going to stop? Right? So, not everything is as it is, so everything is like it's out there. And this is not to, and we need to understand that this is not for us to think that we are better. That's something else that I saw out there, like a lot of people that practice this. We are better. Oh, because we are awakened. Oh, I cannot tolerate people's energy, and I cannot be hypocrites. And when I saw that, I was like, what? And again, I have a lot of love for that person, but in that moment, I was like, okay, you know, we are not better. I'm not better than you just because I understand and I have more connections or I'm ahead. You are not better than me. You are not better than no one. We are just ahead of, in our path, to be able to be compassionate about those that are not aware of the truth, or at least of the light that they have, right? So please, every time that you feel that you are close to people, that you are in a group of people and the energy don't feel right, or they're acting selfish, or they're acting, understand that they have their own path. Understand that they are who they are. It's not going to be easy, no matter how advanced you are in your path. I can tell you that. But understand that for a reason you are there, and you be nice to them. You put in that love, sharing a little bit of the love that you have constantly in yourself into them. It is why we are here, no matter where our path. And I can tell you, being a flight attendant and not doing readings and still being able to touch people's life, that is part of my mission. That is part of what I'm here, or one of them. Sorry, make me realize that how incorrectly certain things have been done in this field. Like, this is not for you to not mess with me because I'm this and that, or because I'm a witch, I'm a gypsy. Oh, I'm sorry, girls, you know me. No, that's who I am, or that's how I see myself, because of the memories that I have, by example. But it's to put my hand there and say, like, I know that I have a different path than yours, and I'm just here to sharing a little bit of that. I'm not gonna give it to everything. I'm not gonna give it. This is mine. I've been working with this. This is mine. So I'm not gonna give it. I'm gonna share it, and I'm gonna share what I feel deep down, or what I feel here that I can pour in that cup. It could be like this, so I can listen, and that's it. It could be a little bit more, so I can give some light into it. or just showing I have all of this jar full of love that I can pour, but you're not giving me the insight that I can at least share a little bit with you. Just to be here, just to be there, choosing correctly, your decisions, your actions will make a difference. And again, that doesn't mean that I'm better. It's just like, I think that is a saying for that. You're choosing your battles, to be honest. But I saw that. There are other people that they are so, I would say, like they're being guided by this astrology cards reading so strongly that they don't do nothing if they don't know what is the planet that is passing and things like that. We have to be careful still. But again, all of those things and so many other things I was able to see being a flight attendant. And I need to see what time it is because I need to rest. Oh yeah. But that let me know that we need, not just me, I'm just making my own decision because it's something that I know by fact that is part of my mission, part of my working here. But we need more souls, not people, souls, willing to push themselves enough to keep practicing, learning the universal laws, the correct things of doing things, and making the decision to share it. And share it, that doesn't mean that I still have to live, you still have to live. Share it in the meaning of like this. I can talk and talk. I don't know how girls you don't get tired of listening to me, but I feel that that's what we need. We need the correct people, the correct souls, I would say, making the decisions to push themselves enough to do the work that they need through self-love, self-boundaries, self-commitment, so they can show, they can be that living image of what really is this. Going up and down, but at the end, be this. I left it there. But I've been reading a book and I have a lot of notes about so many things that I want to talk and start being out there with you guys. And yeah, I'm going to be doing live here and there to do readings here and there. But I want to be able to give all of you guys the things that I'm being able to accomplish. This is it. I'm happy. I maybe not have the life that a lot of people think it is the right one, but it's the correct one for me, for the kind of mission that I have to do, for the kind of soul that I am, and that's the important thing. So no matter that I can cry sometimes, I go through my doubts because I'm still human, and the human part sometimes doubt. No matter that I have my moment that I get frustrated, and all of these things, I'm still happy because nothing take my peace from me anymore. But I have to go through a lot of process. My emotions don't get in between of my feelings, and my feelings are about love. My feelings are about it is love. Yeah, it's fear, but fear on the meaning of allowing myself to keep pushing myself, because fear is not an emotion, it's a feeling, and trying not to have that is denying a part of your soul. But fear should be working hand by hand with love, not towards love, because then we have the emotion of hate. So we don't want that emotion, right? But anyway, so, but it's possible. And I want each one of you in your own skin, in your own soul, to have that, to have the tools accessible, because I have them. You have them. So you just need to find that. Thank you, Liam. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to be like maybe 10, 15 minutes more, and then I'm going to go because I need to eat. I'm in California. I'm from here. I'm going to go to Atlanta in the night, so I need to sleep. Because I have a red eye, that means that I'm going to be all night up. So I leave at 9 and I arrive at 5 to Atlanta. Yeah, because of the time change. So love this. I'm dealing with someone like that right now, saying that they are on a spiritual journey. Their action and behavior say otherwise, but I still pour that love a little bit, but can be there in it. Oh. But then choose your battle, girl. It is good. You've been trying. You did your part. You decided. You saw certain things that are not correct, right? Not because in the way that you believe, not in the way that you think, just because, again, it is this or that. A spiritual world don't have great areas at all. Like, at all. Like, we don't have. Because that's father and that's mother. The gray areas is a human thing. So I would say check all of the universal law. I try to see if I can do like a series or something that we can dive in those things, and then maybe do a webinar or something, like we can then start practicing and making it more realistic, I would say. But learn, I would say, or go and just read about the law, the universal law. Read them and see through that what is the thing that this person, you are seeing that maybe their actions and behaviors are not in synchronization. And again, I'm not perfect. I know that maybe I'm being falling here and there because I still being a flight attendant not always allow me to have it pushed me to see certain things that I keep needing to keep working, or I fall into it and now I'm getting back. But it really teach me, it really make me grow. So maybe something like that for this person. So, but through that, just tell the person, this is this and this and this and that. Because however you practice, however you decide to do it is your own. That's your path, that's your choosing, that's your decisions. But again, I can do it, but it still have to be in a correct kind of way. I can do all of these things, but at the end, you're always gonna have that correct thing, the intention, the thing. So, but at the end, if you see that it's not like the person, it's like, because the soul, when soul to soul speak, there's no way to deny that. So if your soul start telling that from the soul, from my cup to your cup to mine, and you don't feel that it's being received, not because the soul didn't felt it, because the ego or the mind don't want to, because it's kind of taking control of it, then you make the decision. Because we are not here to get drained either. We are here just to, because you are pouring into just one, but maybe you have 5 more that need that pouring. Just one, the same amount that you're pouring into that cup, because maybe you love this person, because it's close to you, or whatever, but the same day, and because you distance yourself, you don't have to go to that person if you don't want to, but you can distance yourself. You will be kind of like pouring 10 gallons in this person. But maybe you have 5 that with 2, it will be enough for each one of them. And they will take that. And they will be happy that you're sharing and pouring into them without you getting drained. Because believe me, you're going to not feel drained. Because if you are getting drained, that means that you are not sharing. You are giving. And you are giving and you are not being able to recharge or recreate or redo again. So be careful with that. Be open into it. I would say, like, choose your battles. We are not here to get drained. Just distant. If the person is intelligent, if the person listen to their soul, I will tell you that the person will start making the modification, will make the changes or the transformations. It will tell you, oh my God, I think that you're right. Maybe still doing certain things, but you will feel that it's different. So I will say like that. Okay, sweetie? I say, okay. Yeah, girl, you know that you can do that. Please, let me know. Send it. Again, I think that I'm going to be able to see it tomorrow, being honest. Because I'm going to be having some time of being attendant. I would say off in some kind of way, if that's possible. Because I need to really start pouring again where I need to pour, where I feel, and I think that is my tribe. I think that I'm being out for too long, and it's more about what I feel I need to do. I'm not gonna say that all of you need me. That would be pretentious or like. But I will say, like, in some kind of way, I need my tribe. I need what I can share. I need to share. I need to feel me, if that makes sense. I feel that. Thank you, Kayla. It's been a long time. I hope that everything is okay, and thank you for your words. So, but yeah. So I would say, like, because I need be me in my full concept. Not that I was hiding it, being a flight attendant, but I cannot talk like that. Because every time that I did, I can tell you, all of the flight was like, okay. And I'm like, oh my God, what I'm doing? Like, I'm supposed to be here. But I miss all of you. I miss this. I missed this talking, my craziness. I would say, like, I miss this. And I hope to do a Zoom meeting, and we can see each other. I want to see you guys. I crave for more united thing, that we can still respect each other. Again, I can respect every person's path, because I know deep down that maybe they're doing what is correct about certain things, but not doing it in the correct way. But I would say that I'm not going to deviate from the universal law. I'm not going to be the kind of mentor, teacher, coach, whatever, that it will bend the universal law for no one. I don't do it for myself. I don't do it for no one. Because that, some people will say that it's tough love. I just say, like, it's the love that I was created with. The one that is so pure and so real, that understand your path, respect your path, will show, but it will keep showing you the correct way of certain things, no matter what your decision is. That's how it is. So you need to do. Yes, I would say like I always do what is correct. That's why some people don't understand how it is that you're living this to do this, or this is not for you. Everything is for me. I would say like we are capable. All of us are capable of doing so many things. It's just like everything have their own time to do it. So, and for me to get attached to things, it's just like, and that's how I feel that we should be living, in a way that we don't have attachments at all, not even with the spiritual field. Just be you. If people know the real meaning, like if I tell you, be you, I'm telling you, go talk to yourself, have that deep conversation within yourself. And I say your, like possession, self as who you really are. Not yourself as yourself, like your, separate, your self, right? Have that conversation within and be that spirit. Start manifesting, start putting out there all of the capabilities that your soul have, that is trying to, in some kind of way, to show through your body, to your human body, to your your flesh. Be you is that. Be you is be that spirit. Be that. Be you. Not the best of you, your best version. What is your best version? Compared to what is your best version? Just be the best of you. And that means the best of you. For you to be the best of you, you need to know who you really are, to allow yourself that beautiful self, that beautiful soul of you, to be there. So be you. I'm me. I'm the crazy, sassy, blunt, because I know that I can be blunt, respectful, full of love person. That in this body, because I have a strong, my soul is really strong. After so many thousands of years here, because I can tell you I've been living in this earth for thousands of years, have a lot of resistance, have a lot of resilience, yeah. But in this body that I choose to have this time, I can be stubborn. See, my stubbornness is just a strong sense of duty as a soul. Let it put it that way. So that doesn't mean that I'm less stubborn. It's just like I'm stubborn, but my soul no. So I'm just like, I'm being me, but I keep pushing to find ways to be more me, to represent in this body who I am as a soul. I know that I'm talking like crazy now, and I'm trying to put in words what I'm trying to use words that are not, they're not being fair of what I'm trying to say. It is difficult. Even in Spanish, if I try to say in Spanish, I'm not gonna understand it either. But we need to stop dividing things. We need to stop doing certain things. We need to making excuses. I'm trying to see other things. See, and I would say like, my soul is a soul that can do a lot of things at the same time. But this mind, people will say that I have ADHD. I don't like to put labels, but that's how people will say, like, I have this. But anyway, it's a lot of the things that I can talk about, my experiences. Then I'm gonna do a live explaining to you about all of these things that I'm being able to do in a more spiritual aspect as well, working with energy, going back and forward, moving energy around the United States, seeing beings working out of nowhere, Those are the things that I need to do in other places. But where I am right now is not possible. But yeah, I've been able to see other creatures as well in my travel. I'm being able to know about the 7 hearts, not the 7 chakras of the world of the planet Earth, the 7 hearts, like hearts. I was able to go and touch one in Colombia. I didn't visit Colombia, sorry girls. But but I was able to go in a quick turn. So from the skies, I was able to see things. So etc. So maybe next time I can tell you the otherwise. But I'm here to really teach each one of you. Yes, I'm gonna come back and do readings, but my readings are going to be through email or videos, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of phone calls, reading as I used to. I really want to focus. We are in such a crucial time right now that it's imperative that to be here for those that are willing to commit to do the work, to push themselves, to really be aware of their full extension of who they are, or at least as much as they can. So I really want to start doing more things about that aspect. My witch side always go here, my psychic, my medium always go here. I'm so sorry. I didn't saw it. I'm sorry. But I was working and then I got sick and then going back. But I will. You don't bother. Sometimes I get so busy. So please text me again. Always do that. It's just like my mind is in a lot of things. Normally I'm working, then I'm start seeing things, receiving messages about things that I need to do, and I get distracted or I get mind focused in the spiritual aspects that for the collective, and I really forget that I have messages. I've been going through all of them and I still have to go through my personal. So please, you don't bother, okay? So but that's how it is, that's how it should be. So I feel that I need to be here more, because each one of you as individuals will need that. Will need it. We are coming into time that the only way to survive, or not survive, but to be able to live as we need to live in this life, is to understand as an individual who you are. Because that's the only way that the collective can really do the work. The collective, you don't do the collective work first to then do the individual. You do the individual so the collective can do their work, even that you are not aware of whatever you're doing as a collective. So that's what it is. Now I'm gonna be leaving. Thank you guys. Let me know times and day that is easier for you guys. I will try to fit my schedule. I will try to fit. I will try. I know that I've been talking a lot about doing certain things, but that means that I'm still having all of these things in my mind. But yeah, I want to go back to Clubhouse. I want to do video readings, like the Sunday energy reading that all of you love. Choosing readings, like video, things like that. I want to do spiritual retreats. But they're not spiritual retreats. They're going to be like spiritual boot camps, to wake all of that ability, that those are the sleeping, the abilities. I want to do that, but in person. I don't want to do it just in Zoom. It's like these have so many things that I want to share and want to be able to live with each one of you, that sometimes life in this planet don't make me easier, but promise I will. Thank you, Janet. Love to see you. And I'm sorry. I hope that you don't get that I didn't offend you. I really respect you. I respect each one of you. It's just like I have to take advantage of each moment that I can, that I have, to put out there a new perspective, a new way to see things in the way that I'm being teach and I'm being doing it, that is being so amazing for me. So that's why. So I hope that you don't get mad because of that. Melissa, yes, I miss you too, girl. Susan, I will. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Chan. I appreciate. Yeah, there's so much time I'm taking some meds, but then I start flying again. I have like an asthma kind of thing. Tomorrow I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna be resting, and so maybe on Friday or Saturday you're gonna see me again, girls. So keep in touch. I wanna keep in touch. I want to do that. Love you, girls, and thank you for your patience. Thank you for all of the love from you to me to you. See you next time. Bye bye.